2 Kings 6:18. As the enemy came down toward him, Elisha prayed to the Lord, "Strike this army with blindness." So he struck them with blindness as Elisha had asked. If you read this verse alone, you might think that Elisha's prayer is a bad one. But when you consider the context and what happens next, you can see many great messages in it. Elisha prays to blind the army that has surrounded the city where he lives, coming at night to capture Elisha, who has used the grace given by God to protect his country from enemy attacks. Elisha, who had just prayed to open the eyes of his servant, now prays to blind the eyes of the enemy army. God answers both prayers. When the men who had come to capture him began to wander around, Elisha led them into the courtyard of the king's palace. They entered the fortress and were surrounded by the Israelite army. When the king asked Elisha for permission to kill them, Prophet Elisha stopped them and advised them to feed and send them back. Elisha showed us how to defeat the enemy without weapons. As a result, the king of Aram abandoned his plan to attack Israel. God will give us similar opportunities. Remember that Jesus taught us not to fight our enemies with weapons, but to love them. Armed wars have only brought more suffering to the world, but a new culture has emerged among people filled with the love of God. Revealing God through our loving behavior will transform societies. We cannot create a world without wars, but if we can light a small candle in the darkness, our lives will be blessed. May God bless us.